You think you know your Volkswagen, but most of what really keeps one of these cars alive happens behind the workshop door, in the resets, adaptations, and shortcuts no dealer ever bothers to teach you. These are 20 so-called illegal Volkswagen tricks that mechanics use every single day and almost never share, the kind that quietly save you money, unlock functions your car already has, and protect parts worth thousands of dollars. None of them are actually against the law. They are simply the moves the service counter is quietly praying you never work out for yourself. Stay to the end, because number 1 is the single trick that can replace half of your dealer visits all by itself. Let us count them down. Number 20. Keep the battery awake while you charge it. The Volkswagen 12-volt battery has a reputation for going flat when the car sits, because even locked and parked, the alarm, the keyless system, and a whole network of control modules keep quietly drawing power. The trick mechanics use is to put a proper maintainer on it whenever the car will rest for more than a few days. But here's the part nobody tells you. On many models, the accessory socket switches off the instant the car locks and drops into sleep, silently killing the charger. Clip the maintainer straight onto the battery terminals or a permanent live point instead, and the charge actually holds. Do that, and the battery is still full when you come back, rather than flat with a dashboard full of random warnings. Number 19. Test the charge system before you condemn the battery. When a Volkswagen throws a cluster of warning lights or refuses to crank, owners assume the worst and start buying expensive parts, when half the time it is simply a tired battery dragging the whole electrical system down. These cars are genuinely sensitive to low voltage, and a weak battery on its own can trigger a whole page of unrelated faults. The mechanic's habit is to test before throwing money at it, checking the voltage with the engine off and then running, and watching for a parasitic drain overnight. Clean the terminals, confirm the battery is actually holding a charge and the alternator is feeding it properly, and you will often make a wall of terrifying messages simply disappear for nothing. Number 18. Respect the oil specification and forget the long life myth. This is the one that quietly kills these engines. Your Volkswagen was built around a specific oil approval printed in the handbook, and the turbocharged engines are especially unforgiving of the wrong oil. Just as important is the interval, because the extended long life schedule was designed around gentle, steady highway use, while short trips, traffic, and hot weather all count as severe service that wants the oil changed far sooner. Mechanics run the correct approved oil and change it well ahead of that long life number, because on a timing chain engine, clean oil of the right grade is exactly what protects the chain and its tensioner from an early, expensive failure. Match the spec, shorten the interval, and the engine simply lasts. Number 17. Reset the tire pressure system yourself and run the pressures the car wants. When you adjust your pressures or rotate the wheels, the monitoring system needs to be told, and the dealer will happily charge you to press a couple of buttons. On most Volkswagens, you can do it yourself in under a minute through the touchscreen or the cluster with a simple set or store function once the tires are cold. While you are there, know that the door jam sticker often lists more than one pressure, a comfort figure for everyday driving and a higher one for a full load or sustained high speed, and that running the wrong one quietly ruins your ride and your tire wear. Always set them stone cold, because a warm tire reads several points high and tricks you into running soft. Set the right pressures, reset the system, and the warning light stays off for good. Number 16. Only ever jack the car on the proper pinch weld points. This is the trick that separates a mechanic from an expensive mistake. Your Volkswagen has specific reinforced jacking points along the sills, and the rest of the underside is a delicate landscape of covers, lines, and pinch welds that a careless trolley jack will crush in a heartbeat. Professionals use a slotted rubber jack pad that locates onto those exact points and spreads the load without bending the seam or denting the floor. Lift the car anywhere else, especially on a plastic underbody tray, and you can do real structural damage just trying to change a wheel. A crushed sill is not cosmetic either. It is structural, and the repair climbs fast. Learn where your points are. Use a pad every time, and you will never crease a sill again. The cheap rubber pad in your trunk is the only thing standing between a clean wheel change and a genuinely expensive lesson. Number 15. Find the hidden tow eye before you ever need it. Your Volkswagen does not have a fixed tow hook hanging off the bumper. Instead, there is a threaded socket behind a small pop-out panel in the front or rear bumper, and a matching screw and eye that lives in the trunk with the toolkit, usually under the boot floor beside the spare. The trick mechanics know, and most owners discover at the worst possible moment, is exactly where that little cover is and which way the thread turns, because it is reverse threaded on a surprising number of models. Being stranded with a flatbed driver waiting is not the time to be learning this. Spend 2 minutes today finding the cover, the eye, and the thread direction, and a stressful recovery becomes a 30-second job. Number 14. Get into the car when the key fob battery dies. Sooner or later, that little fob battery gives up, the car stops responding to the button, and owners panic. Mechanics never do, because they know two things. First, there is a mechanical key blade hidden inside the fob, released by a small catch, and it fits a lock concealed behind a cap on the driver's door handle. Second, once you are inside, you can still start the car by holding the fob against the marked spot, often against the start button or in a special tray, so the car reads its chip directly even with a dead battery. It is worth practicing both moves once, calmly, in your own driveway, so the muscle memory is there on the day it matters. Knowing them turns a dead fob from a tow truck call into a shrug. Number 13. Know your jump points and grounding point. If the battery goes completely flat, you need to know exactly where to feed power in, and on many Volkswagens, the battery is not the easiest thing to clamp onto directly. Mechanics know the car provides a dedicated positive jump post and a proper grounding stud under the hood, precisely so you never have to wrestle clamps onto a buried or awkward battery, and so a jump start cannot spike the sensitive electronics. On some models, the battery hides under the scuttle or a trim panel, which makes those dedicated points all the more valuable. Learn where your positive post and your ground are, and a flat battery on a cold morning becomes a 5-minute fix instead of a helpless wait for recovery. Number 12. Register a new battery to the car or watch it die early. This is the expensive mistake mechanics see again and again. On a modern Volkswagen, the energy management system keeps track of the battery's age and condition and adjusts how hard it charges. Fit a brand new battery without telling the car, and it keeps charging as if the old, tired one were still fitted, which slowly cooks the new battery and can upset the stop-start system too. The trick the dealer would rather you not know is that the new battery must be coded to the car, and a capable independent scan tool can often do it in seconds. The car simply has no other way to know a fresh battery has gone in, so it keeps running the old aggressive profile that boils it. Swap a battery without that step and you may be buying another one far too soon and chasing phantom electrical faults the whole time it slowly dies. A few seconds with the right tool tells the car the truth and protects the part you just paid for. Number 11. Put the parking brake into service mode before you touch the rear brakes. On Volkswagens with an electronic parking brake, a little motor holds the rear caliper closed, and if you try to change your own rear pads by forcing it, you will wreck the mechanism. The professional move is to put the brake into service mode first, which winds the motor back and lets you work safely, either through a scan tool in a few clicks or on some models through a specific ignition and pedal sequence. Skip this step and force the piston, and you can destroy a part that costs far more than the pads you were trying to save money on. A few seconds in service mode turns an expensive disaster into a simple afternoon job. If you enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Number 10. Relearn the idle and throttle after disconnecting the battery. Here is something almost no owner is ever told. When you disconnect the battery or clean the throttle body, the engine loses the fine adaptation values it has built up over thousands of miles, and until it relearns them, the car can idle rough, hesitate, or feel slightly flat. Mechanics know to let the car complete its throttle body adaptation, either by triggering it with a scan tool or by turning the ignition on and letting it settle before driving it gently through a range of conditions so the computer can recalibrate. Owners who do not know this often panic that they have broken something when the car simply needs to be taught its own engine again. Give it that chance and the roughness clears on its own. Number 9. Bleed the cooling system properly because these engines trap air. The cooling systems on many Volkswagens are fussy about trapped pockets of air, and a bubble where coolant should be will cause mysterious overheating, weak cabin heat, and in the worst case, real engine damage, even when the expansion tank looks full. The trick mechanics use is to follow the correct bleeding procedure for the model using the bleeder points and, on many cars, letting the electric coolant pump run through a scan tool to chase the last bubble out rather than just topping up and hoping. An owner who simply pours coolant in and screws the cap back on can leave a dangerous airlock behind. Bleed it the right way with the correct G13 coolant, and the temperature gauge sits rock steady. Number 8. Clear the hidden drain tubes before water reaches your electronics. This is the cheap habit that prevents a catastrophic bill. Sunroofs, the plenum area under the windshield, and various body drains all carry rainwater away through narrow tubes, and over time, those tubes clog with leaves and grime. When they block, the water has nowhere to go but inside, where it pools in the footwells and soaks the control modules that increasingly live down low, turning a 5-minute cleaning job into a 4-figure electrical nightmare. On a Volkswagen, a blocked plenum drain is a classic cause of a soaked control module and a car full of gremlins. Mechanics routinely clear those drains with a gentle blast of air. Find your drain points, keep them clear a couple of times a year, and you protect some of the most expensive parts in the whole car for nothing. Number 7. Give a direct injection engine an occasional spirited warm-up and know when it needs more. Almost every modern Volkswagen uses direct injection, which over time bakes carbon onto the intake valves because fuel no longer washes over them, dulling throttle response and economy. One trick mechanics swear by is the so-called Italian tune-up, taking the fully warm engine through the rev range with purpose every so often, where it is safe and legal, rather than always babying it, which keeps the whole system working as designed. But be honest with yourself, because once heavy carbon has built up, the only real cure is a proper walnut shell blasting of the intake valves. A spirited warm-up slows the buildup. It does not reverse a bad case. Used sensibly and within the law, it is medicine, not abuse. Number 6. Switch off the auto stop-start the smart way. The stop-start system shuts the engine at every light to shave a little fuel on the test cycle, and many owners dislike the extra wear it puts on the starter and the strain it adds in heavy traffic. The trick is knowing you can simply press the stop-start defeat button to disable it for that drive, and that on many models, selecting a sportier driving profile switches it off for you automatically. While you are exploring those controls, get to know your driving modes properly too, because the right one genuinely changes throttle response, steering weight, and shift behavior to suit the moment. Disabling stop-start spares the starter and the dual-mass flywheel thousands of needless cycles over the life of the car, and most owners never realize the button is even there. Number 5. Feed it the premium fuel it was built for. On the turbocharged TSI engines especially, it is tempting to save a few cents with a cheaper, lower-octane fuel, but that is a false economy. These engines are designed around premium, and when the engine senses the lower grade beginning to knock, the knock sensors quietly pull back the ignition timing to protect it, so you lose power and economy without ever seeing a warning light. Mechanics will tell you the grade printed on the fuel flap is not a suggestion but a requirement for the performance and longevity you paid for. The small premium at the pump buys back the power the engine was engineered to make and protects it while it does. So use the fuel the badge asks for every single time. Number 4. Service the DSG and the Haldex fluid, because lifetime is a myth. This is the big one for a great many modern Volkswagens. Whether you have the lightning-quick DSG dual-clutch gearbox or the four-wheel drive system, you may have been told the fluid is filled for life and never needs attention. In the real world, that fluid degrades, and the most expensive part in the gearbox, the mechatronic unit that controls every shift, is exactly what pays the price. Mechanics know that changing the DSG fluid and filter on a sensible interval, far sooner than never, is the single difference between a gearbox that shifts crisply for years and one that fails into a huge repair. The same goes for the so-called lifetime fluid in the four-wheel drive coupling, which quietly wants changing too. Treat both as real maintenance and you protect the priciest components you own. Number 3. Prepare the car properly whenever it sits. A Volkswagen that is driven rarely or stored over winter needs more than a closed garage door. The mechanic's storage routine is a quiet checklist. Put the battery on a proper maintainer wired to last. Set the tire pressures a little higher to fend off flat spots. Top the tank and add a fuel stabilizer so the fuel does not go stale. And leave it on level ground rather than clamping the parking brake for months where it can seize to the discs. Skip these steps and you come back to a flat battery, flat-spotted tires, a stuck brake, and a page of faults. If it will sit for many months, roll it a few feet now and then, so the tires do not settle on one spot. 20 minutes of preparation, and the car wakes up exactly as you left it. Number 2. Build a relationship with a proper independent Volkswagen specialist. The dealer is not your only option, and treating it as one is the most expensive habit of all. A good independent specialist runs the same diagnostic equipment, is often staffed by former dealer technicians, and charges far less per hour for identical work, and they tend to know each model's weak spots inside out. The trick the dealer will never share is that a specialist will happily tell you what actually needs doing and what does not, instead of selling you the full menu. And using one does not void your warranty, because as long as the service schedule is followed and the correct parts and oils are used, the manufacturer cannot deny your coverage simply for going elsewhere. Find one with a strong reputation in the owner community. Keep every receipt for your service history, and you protect both your wallet and the car's value for as long as you own it. Number 1. Own a Volkswagen-capable scan tool, the single trick that unlocks all the others. If you take only one thing from this entire list, make it this. A capable Volkswagen-focused diagnostic tool, the kind enthusiasts have relied on for years, plugs into the port under the dash and turns a long list of dealer-only procedures into 5-minute jobs you do in your own driveway. It reads and clears the fault codes the dealer charges a small fortune just to look at, resets the service reminder, codes a new battery, triggers the brake service mode, and the throttle relearn we talked about, and on many models even lets you unlock hidden features the car already has, like gauge staging, cornering lights, or a different lock honk behavior. It pays for itself the very first time you use it instead of booking an appointment, and it hands you the knowledge every other trick on this list depends on. A quick search of the owner forums for your exact model turns up a coding guide for almost any procedure you would ever want to run. One tool, and you finally understand your own Volkswagen the way the mechanics do. Now you have it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.